Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with my host and Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda, who is like defender of the fatherland, of it all 1v1 on Villa Fiore. In the northwest, it is the most orange of pests. Yes, it is indeed Orangepest, except no substitutes. Here with the US 3rd Armored Division and Armoured Battle Group in the southeast is QOQ, fighting here for the Deutsche Corps, the German Army, the 16th Panzerdivision here with Italian Infantry, Bikes, Panzergrenadiers on the way already in the field here as we got assault engineers out for Orangepest with their M3 grease guns. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and heroic support of the Propagandacast, keeps making all these videos possible, and a big thanks to keep commenting and liking on them as well, helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithms. So off we are, rifle full up here for Orangepest, in the wake of the assault engineers, steadily moving ahead. There's a note there where an essential German pioneers were just basically any pioneers part of a German division. Typically, the assault engineers were actually sort of like independent detachments, or battalions attached to them to like wherever they were needed. So, bit of a fun note there in terms of, shall we say, organisation and how these things were handled. Moving forward with the grease guns, which the grease gun itself was an attempt by the US Army. Well, a successful attempt, pretty successful attempt, so perhaps less of an attempt. But either way, it was basically the US Army basically going, the Thompson's too heavy, too expensive, we need something cheaper, but also a bit lighter, and the grease gun was basically the end result. So, fun fact there. Panzer gun is based in the centre here. Panzer Pioneer flap for QOQ. So far, very quiet here. Back rushing towards the centre. Further south, these scouts are just plugging forwards. Right withdrawing here, we got another route one there for Orangepest. Some light poking here, but so far, nothing too significant. Orangepest clearly waiting to sort of like, you know, find the right spot to say make the strike here against QQ.
We have riflemen taking the field.
Until then, he's clearly more than content and just like, you know, looking a bit around then, see if he can't find something. Yeah, very quiet match except for that one shot. That's literally it. More Panzer being for QQ as he goes heavy on the Panzer Pioneers, interestingly enough. Obviously, but that results in perhaps except a lot of flamethrowers and all mines. There you go. Now Orangepest of the second round squad. Their fields. Scout the test advantage pushing in. They're getting caught here by the Panzer being around from some sides here. Catching the crossfire. QQ with a 4th Panzer Pioneer squad. Interesting choice there. Scouting around in the south flank a bit the back, but now the routes will be focused on the south side. Getting caught in the deadly crossfire here. They do successfully push back the Panzers, overcoming them with sheer volume of fire, but unfortunately the volume of fire going against them is very much also a bit much here. Still there, putting a hell of a fight here. Scouts rushing in, and looks like Orangepest, despite everything, despite being outnumbered, put through here for the sheer power of democracy. Certainly at a bit of a cost. Another Panzer Pioneer squad arriving here. Soldiers moving towards the centre. 3rd route squad out here. Got one of the Panzer Pioneers. There's rushing down, and the soldiers keep up pursuit here. Bike pushing south, so apparently heading throughout the points of that all, which is definitely a bit interesting, but also means in some regards he might be a bit behind his opponent in terms of resources. Scouts forced off, you know, just the assault engineers versus the 2 Panzer Pioneer squads. Rushing in there. And then rushing out. Probably because Orangepest realised there's going to be now too much open ground here against the Panzer Pioneers. Moving down south, he just grab points, doesn't want to treat them as soon as possible, so he can just get some more map control in. And we got Orangepest here with fast BARs. We've got the light support company out there for QQ. And we've got the... that one there, can't quite remember its name. He's so rare to see sound the alarm. Really rare abilities, though, kind of just forgot about it, unfortunately. Panzer Pioneer, Panzer guns rushing forwards here. The BARs are ready to arrive here for Orangepest. Further south here, Panzer Pioneer forward, steadily poking up, supported by the bike. There you go, BARs ready, the Browning automatic rifle.
Engaging frontline elements.
It's only giving here Orangepest's infantry a nice big boost against the German soldiers pushing in here.
Engineers need fire support.
The Sharpies only went for one assault squad just because it's better than just a regular engineer squad. I also wonder if there's some plan about signal value here to his opponent, like by going for the alter signal to his opponent, I have gone for armour. You know what's coming, buddy. Back to hit the field on there, good play there, but QQ a bit risky, but obviously it pays off nicely. Messes with Orangepest's fuel economy. Thumbs up. So we know messing with the American fuel economy is definitely one way to get to them. Ambulance up for QQ, infantry support center flank for Orangepest, got the captain on the way, and of course some upgrades for his infantry once the day arrives. He has to fuel for them. Right now, he's definitely not getting a lot of fuel. DAK reinforcements healing. QQ preparing for the next push here.
We got the tools.
We got the assault units moving forward here again with their flamethrowers and with their grease guns. Got Panzer up with the Granatenbüchse, or grenade rifle. Primarily used by pioneer units from my understanding as a side note there. It was basically just the converted anti-tank rifle made to just fire grenade rifles instead of like, you know, rifle grenades, instead of like anti-tank rifle rounds. Got the scout team there. It's a good little win here for QQs. They're going to hurt Orangepest abilities like just harass, but also like just pick points against his opponent.
Commander, ISC upgrades done.
Nice support element for QQ. Teams they're hanging back. We got the fast support elements upgrade on the way for QQ plus an MG34 being queued up for that as well. Bit of fighting here. Rifle pushing forwards here. Assault units joining in the fun here. As QQ does his best here to hull up against the American assault, his lines that are slowly breaking, falling apart here. As Rifleman poke through every gap in the lines.
Start stacking, you pukes.
Look straight for the cut-off point there. Orangepest's pacey is not slowing down. Refuses to slow down.
We've been granted accelerated vehicle production.
Change one ability, faster production here now for Orangepest. Back at base here for QQ, or for Orangepest. We're not really seeing much else. He's got a fourth route on the way here, but not much else is what I'm trying to say there before. I just said it was QQ base. This base is admittedly is also a tiny bit quiet, but at least we got the Indy 5th route.
Commander, you better pull your thumb out of your ass right now, Hank! Relay orders!
Panzer Pioneer out it.
Task complete.
458 versus 484. Got the weapon support center there for Orangepest. And of course here with the possibility of half-tracks, 30 cals, snipers, bazooka teams. A lot of utility there of course here for Orangepest and the forces of democracy. Flak feeling happening right for QQ here. Grenade launch they've been used against the riflemen. Riflemen clicking forwards. Medic station for Orangepest finally happening. Time there with the fourth route got hitting plus everything else he's got. Now the flag feeling half-tracks are about to hit the field. Of course, this is where the bazooka team's one anti-tank half-track will prove to be crucial, as otherwise there's no real way of dealing with a flak feeling, which is typically a very bad thing if the Americans or the Brits just can't deal with that. Can really do a lot of damage to you fast and put you some aggressive back control. So that is definitely something that I think Orangepest is going to need rapidly here.
Get down! Get down! They're saying hi, boys!
Not Panzer Pioneer with the grenade launcher going out the heat. The Sprout will get another one upgraded by the way. That's 2 grenade launches. QOQ. Panzerjägers is obviously where the one of the main counts here to the Slotfing half-track. Could be Greyhound, Chaffee, or for that matter some anti-tank half-tracks and the Panzerjägers are ready to help deal with that. Is of course good planning ahead here by QOQ. So we'll of course have to see what Orangepest decides to do against it.
One of our sectors is now in enemy hands.
So far, though, we're not really seeing any major indicator here as to what Mr. Orangepest could be planning here to deal with it. Might be due to the resources, more than any lack of actual planning here out of Orangepest. For now, a bit of a mechanized battle group roaming about for QQ. Hunting down easy, isolated targets. Half-track for Orangepest, that's going to be an anti-tank half-track here.
Come on.
Backfilling half-track about there, shaking violently on the stairs. The Ralph coming in there, half-track there, almost ready.
M3 half-track moving to the line.
There you go, M3 half-track around here for Orangepest. I was wondering, did the Germans ever go for anti-tank half-techs onto that? Yes, they did, but interesting enough, when the Americans hit them early on, like, you know, because they didn't have like any tank destroyers to decimate them, towards the end of the war is where the Germans really went for their larger anti-tank half-techs using the 251 then. That's most because like they just needed more self-propelled anti-tank guns. They suddenly switched hard to that. As a side note, the 250 half-tech could not really handle the recoil well, so after a certain amount of shots, the entire thing just kind of broke down from it. So outside here, Pun's being pushed back by the Rifle Squad. But feeling Pun's hanging back reserve, waiting for the right time to strike.
We've got him.
Orangepest, interesting enough, has so far... Oh, yes, upgraded it. There you go. Anti-tank half-tech ready. And there you go, bombarding the bunch of them to QQ here behind the house on the hill, or the villa. Grenade launchers there nearby. Pack 38 ready here for QQ. Captain on the run here as he realizes his entire situation is gotten very bad. More pressure here on the north side, outmaneuvering here. QOQ, they're hitting his resources, thumbs up. Fighting in the center almost seems like a diversion to allow Orangepest to just grab the rest of the map. We've got mortar pits here. I think he's just taking advantage of the fact that for now at least QQ is focusing heavily in the center. He's pushing most of his forces here, so just having a mortar pit with Bart's positions is a pretty solid idea. Now swinging up a lot of his force here rapidly northwards here to try and regain resource feed to the Americans. There we go, grenades off here, bike down. Minor blow hit to QQ. Anti-tank have to move Rifle Squad, capturing forces in the center, even if he's pushed northwards. He's basically abandoned the center, which definitely has raises some questions about the entire effort like he pushes northwards, wanting to lose the center of the process, but he must be anticipating he can then recapture the center fast, so just as he thought. Goal. Southern point there being nabbed. Machine team push back. We got double bikes of QQ. That's got to be a misclick there. I could see him go for one bike. Second bike. At this point of the match, feels a bit excessive here out of QQ. Bit odd. Now Brass will push back the Panzerjägers. Sonia is hanging back there, waiting for the right time to strike. Further south, the Orangepest got Brass putting forward, but unfortunately for Orangepest, they can counter the flak-feeling half-trick at the worst possible distance. Bike out, and QQ keeps up with the second bike. Perhaps he really does want double bikes, which... What is his plan then with the double bikes running point support? I'm not entirely sure. The Panda Party is still about to get done in, and there you go, that's a wipe. That QQ will be feeling.
Sector gone. We must take it back.
There you go, second bike out. Went for it. Actually went double bike 30 minutes into the game there. I have no idea what the exact logic for that was. Here we are. And he almost immediately lost one of them too. Which definitely begs the question, what was the general plan here? On 37, 87, we got more Panzer Pioneer here for QQ, have to upgrade them as well. For those. So certainly in the States, you could arguably consider going for some Panzer Grenadiers or Assault Grenadiers, just get some more hefty infantry out here. But for the reasons, QQ definitely has plans of his own, and he's not quite sharing them with us liberally. He only lost one of the bikes there too, so I'm not entirely sure what the overall plan here was. Of course, the reality might be he just didn't have one, he just kind of went for the hell that can happen. But I think we shall never know the truth of that one. Robin's from the southwards here, victory points wise, good lead here for Orangepest. Catch the wires to the separate QQ's got a bit lead, the infantry wise, the vehicle wise, obviously Orangepest. With his many bikes dashed to pieces, is leading the race there. QQ, they're trying to gain more map control away from Orangepest, more crucially get control of the victory points, but Opponent's doing quite a good job. There we got Bazooka teams now for Orangepest.
Bazooka squad, reporting in.
Bazooka team reporting.
No sign of tech here for Orangepest though. No sign of further tech here. No greater maneuvers, no deeper plans.
See, that wasn't so hard.
Nothing. Just all quiet here. Silence. Technologically. We'll have to see where this leads.
Pack of smoke says these aren't for us.
Northy Ralph squad falling back. Bazooka team's not moving in. That's a pack 38 there. Holds the front line to help counter Orangepest's mighty anti-tank half-track.
Infantry, get to cover.
Skirmishing here and there. Enemies pushing 40 pounds doing what they can into the light hand over flank feeding half track. Ralph squad charging in.
God damn it.
Pack 38 lining up. Peak grenades being unleashed on the Pack 38. Orangepest only gets the signs of the German anti-tank gun. As fast as possible, men dashing past German gunners as they stand a bit amazed here. Got an MG-32, 14. Deep ensconced from the rear lines, catches Ralph squad, prevents the Pack 38 from being cleared out here. One engaged and they're going south for QOQ, even as it does successfully push back one Ralph squad. Two more seemingly are ready to take up the banner of democracy and push ahead against QOQ. Certainly making things difficult. Team there on the way for Mr. Orangepest.
Seek and destroy tactics available. Vehicle crews have clearance to advance.
Panzer Peony rushing forwards.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
Infantry across our line.
Tank depth, they're slowly being built up. Your Orangepest QQ, though, meanwhile, we're not seeing too much there as of yet.
Routes are enemy
Might
has
be
300
planning
points
next here.
remaining. You have 3 command points available.
He's just not taking him at all. As Orangepest getting close, he's also got these in the billable.
Victory point now under enemy control.
Fighting against Ralph squad, building slowly, being brought down. Maybe fighting around here, just mostly focused on the center. I mean, there's more movement from Orangepest on the flanks here, but QQ just seems heavily fixated on the center there to a somewhat strange degree.
A fuel point is being seized by the enemy.
Another pack ready to QQ. Panzer Mate Commander finally tapping claim. Orangepest got to take off from when the Sherman see it and summon the power of Brad Pitt.
A victory point is under attack. We must act.
Second pack ready to almost done.
They have taken our victory point.
Using the selling fuel here, Panzer Mate Commander also matches really slowed down, but now things seem to be slowly heating up again. Slowly but surely. Heating up, but again, there's like no attempt here from the QQ to like flank around, hit Orangepest from like any other angle. Like there's a bit here, little bit here, but for the most part, he's just constantly like just running up the hill here. Like somehow, eventually, just Orangepest just gets bored and like walks away or something instead of just like constantly gunning down his opponent's men. Have we got the first season for Orangepest? We got the first Pantheon for his opponent.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point. Commander, we've lost a sector. The victory point has fallen into enemy control.
Large will charge onto the punches of the Pioneer. Again, the grenade launch, unfortunately, is not quite great at dealing with charging hordes of bar-wielding Americans.
Victory point. We're losing it.
These northern point, south side, but again, there's a bit here, but Orangepest is much quicker to respond to, much quicker to push back than advance. There you go. Panzer Pioneer, easily overwhelmed here with the power grab bit and his massive gun mounted on the tank. Going to have to do two. Got the pen through the flank, Orangepest, the Marty gun a bit too. Loading up, we got white flush shot off here. Pack's repositioning. Honestly, at this point, he might have been better trying to drive through the base here and then to go to the other one, but he does manage to make it here though. Still, how do I do that a little better there? Keeps dying enough these here that he wants it gone. Understandably enough. Got the Panther packs also moving in. He's here. Might have been better just drive straight from the base instead of trying to reverse, because I think it would have catch QQ like kind of got them to have to respond to you. So that is something that's going to be. Sometimes the best move is just to try and like perhaps take a longer route, but also one your opponent just isn't expecting. And sometimes that is straight through the base. Obviously, it has risk. Like I said, there was some trick that just stand it up, but I mean, it might have given him better odds anyways.
They've captured a victory point.
Weapon crew taking losses!
That is there.
Territory secured! We're on the hook!
They have 200 points remaining.
Last week, over the flag feeling half to another Panther for QQ, rapidly building up his armament numbers. His Orangepest goes for demolition packages, meaning demo charges and anti-tank mines, which of course could be a crucial tool here for dealing with his opponent's numbers.
Demolition packages have been rolled out to the men.
Another Panzer 3, almost done there. Certainly building up his armed numbers against the Americans.
A victory point is under attack. We must act.
Right with it, getting more of the flat feeling.
Victory point has fallen into
Orangepest definitely is also like a bit committed here to the center, but I feel like this QQ just. It's almost like just absorbed by the center, like there's something whispering in his ear. You must go for the center kill. They'll all laugh at you. They'll all laugh at me. You know you. People on the internet will laugh at you at the center.
Territory sector claimed by
I don't know, it's just like, you know, just... I feel like flanking would do a lot of good. You know, he's got multiple panzers, but here we are. Other Panther with the damaged engine. Ooh, heavy engine damage. Actually got an excellent man to go pretty well here. Now he's rushing another tank grenades. He's clearly looking to try and finish this deal before his opponent might be telling anything about that.
They have taken our victory point.
He's dead! Rifle's losing integrity!
He's trying to fix it up here, and Orangepest does, unfortunately for his sake, not have the ability to control the Infantry now. He's got an anti-tank half-track somewhere, but he's not going to quickly get to. He's rushing with rifle, trying to do the damage, but I think he will need, you know, bazookas or an anti-tank half-track like really finish it off. There you go, looks like the platoon's on the way, plus some other assorted American infantrymen determined to blow up that Panzer. Coming in there. Got the Panzer 3, another Panzer 2, Orangepest with another glorious Sherman easy which to try and bash the Germans down. Almost got the barkeep Panther 3 halfway done.
That's more like it. Sherman Easy 8 reporting in.
Oh, boom. Airburst in here trying to catch the pack crews, but QOQ they're able to dodge here. Orangepest death from above. Drawing south side again, a bit of poking here. Steady advance. Push up north. Yep, that easy lasting a bit. He's trying to flash out the Germans, force them out there, the hidey holes. Team them net with a flak killing east half. They did definitely some good work there for Deutschland. More shots in the Panther for the Panther take a few hits here. There's a south a bit further advance here. Well, Panzer Pioneer Rad up north Ralph's got pinned down. Held up by a mighty Vexed to bike. Panther 3's 250s moving forwards. Crash out on the center again, like just everything gets sucked into the center here.
Cover his position.
And got another Panther 3 from QOQ. The Armoured Fist that does fast like charging after the Americans. Orangepest Knights is scattering. Clearly they're able to have enough resistance to lose hope QOQ from dashing in all the way into his base here.
The enemy have taken territory from us.
Hit the dirt!
Smoke. After going in a back engaging Panther responding to this armoured front.
Of enemy movement near our victory
The
point.
south of Rock with the Panther Pioneer 250 half track. Stuff exploding, Rock getting more kit, Pack 38s. Caught in a bit of a sticky spot with the rest of the Orangepest forces right now. Clearly not a position to actually exploit and punish this. Everything on center, all in.
Beginning improvements to our infantry logistics.
Looking right Russian 40 up north, Panther 3 stimming about in large maneuver. German easy, hanging back a bit.
Attack. We must act.
More air bursting. Those are flashing out as coming there. Very successfully, at least for the infantry for now. underestimation of North going for the nice machine team there. He wants it. 4 Panther here, and 4 Orangepest just is starting to get more tanks going here than his opponent, who's just churning out those Panther like the T-34s. Certainly are not.
Rifle's losing integrity.
Drawing them here, building up force to keep up the draw here a bit safer in case Orangepest decides to pursue. The Orangepest is not perhaps anticipating such a development.
Enemy movement near a victory point. The victory point is under enemy control now.
Fighting here, but yeah, match really in some regards is like building up a lot of tension, waiting for something to happen. Fine again. Orangepest can going for upgrades, I guess. He's lining up trying to tank.
Back. We're down to 300 points.
90 arms on a 40. Machine team just all left out in the open. They're about to get shot down.
We've lost the territory sector.
Taking it personally.
He's there, getting shot at a bit.
They just took out one of our emplacements.
Got Propaganda wiped out here. Getting some shots in, some sneaky shots as they're going to the late Orangepest. Last thing, entertains the move.
Task complete.
Bring in the Infantry just to deal with the north. The south, he's basically just... He's effectively allowing just Orangepest to hold the entire south like we wanted to, I think. Just not like having always forgotten about it.
We're losing it.
Which I guess basically boils down to the same thing, you know.
Victory point now under enemy control.
Got me to take half track. Very slow moving stuff. I mean, there's definitely shots happening, all that, but everything's like just very, very carefully done. Tactical blob, if you will, tanks. Some anti-tank there.
Finally! Back into the fight! It's done! Task complete! Give him an answer, boys!
Almost got the Panzers there.
Find cover!
He could try and launch his flanking attack to some extent. Obviously, where he's positioned himself does make it a bit tougher to do so, I think, cleanly. 229 here. Counter-tank uptick nasty hit here. Another anti-tank going for Orangepest. Got the fighting there just building up here again, just a bit back and forth there. It's, well, it's not really a lot here. He's not able to shoot at the target there. He finds out the fire. Now we got to shoot straight at it. Force control position. Second anti-tank already here. Moving forwards again a bit further. He creeps ahead. He is slowly shortening his anti-tank and the tanks in his flank feeling halfway for now. Minor push bit to where anti-tank opening up the super team trying to hit. Almost had the any of the two here, but that did not quite work out for him in the end.
Sector's been overrun. It's theirs now.
Picture 29.
Back. We're down to 250.
Being pushed back. You see it on the move again. Panther sort of log in more damage than we think, but the intent to just tactically move forwards. The other entity is being hunted down by Raptor. There you go, easy on the flank here. Suddenly things are getting a bit more interesting. There's a bit more actual maneuvering rather than just, moving forwards in one big blob. There. Right again here. 214 and 12. Just, yeah. Building up for the next set. We've got a machine that could be grabbed, turned against the Germans, but I think the problem is, with all these Panther V's, the machine gun's not really going to be particularly useful for Orangepest at this point. The clear priority is the Panzers. Not too much for the infantry QOQ that is left that, someone can't manipulate with a lot of riflemen. Ready, armored fisherman being cocked. Thumbs up to that. Charging force over to the being unleashed. Got these hit ready though. Panther turning around here. This is the fire. One Panther 3 down. He keeps going with the Panther 3s. Another one down. He committed to a big push finally, and it goes about as poorly as we expected. He waited too long. I think it's safe to say he shouldn't waited for Orangepest to get all the anti-tank guns. And yeah, even Orangepest seems confused at this development.
M3 half track.
Why is it just suddenly throwing everything away? Also, it's a Fiore propaganda, not, what's called, they're not artillery. Oh boy, that was awkward.
Their lights are holding at 75 points.
Now she's just rushing in the ambulance too. I think QOQ might have just kind of lost it. The sanity snap.
The entire gun crew has been killed.
I'm getting mauled. He's hitting 48th level.
Commander, our anti-tank defenses are failing.
The enemy is running.
There you go, wins. That was, yeah, some engagements here. They're heavily focused in the center. Definitely got been a lot more action on the flanks, and then QOQ just kind of sort of did it too long, and then just lost it. So there you go, home to the match. I've learned something from it. But yeah, that definitely should have seen a lot more action on the flanks rather than just, this tug-of-war with the center. Oh, wait, I'm off. Cheers, everyone, and see you all tomorrow for another stunning episode. Bye, everyone.